They're not that discreet, man. You keep slapping people with them.
Discreet the other way. Discreet the other way.
Discreet.
DISCRETEET, not EET.
Does anybody else need dice?
Would you tap your microphone, Brendan? Yay.
You activate it?
I do.
That's how
need
you
dice.
check
All
to
right,
see if it's
help
working.
yourself.
That's how you check
And then
its gender.
any you don't take, please put in this.
Yeah,
bag.
you can move anything over there. I mean, except for the 2 drinks that I have.
Just steals your drinks. You said so.
I got it. I did it.
I moved it into your way so you could move it out of the way. I realize what I've done now.
It starts sobbing. It's fine.
I need a D10 still on.
Here you go.
The real trick is distinguishing
your
it between-
foreskin.
I do need the actual D20. The important
You haven't seen those TikToks because you're not on TikToks.
I'm on
Is
Reels.
this your card?
I'm on Facebook Reels.
It's awesome, right?
Oh yeah, because I don't have to get a fucking TikTok.
Yeah, no, I deleted TikTok and now I just use Facebook Reels.
And now China doesn't know what you're doing.
And also, if you post
China
your
still knows what you're doing.
if you post your stand-up to Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels or any skits, essentially, they boost the absolute shit out of it because they're trying to compete with TikTok, so they're boosting way more people.
I'm so
I
long-winded,
see.
I just don't think it would work.
You
there's some-
certainly have.
I'm sure there's a couple of gems I could throw in there.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh, alright,
I
soccer, you
noticed
wanna
I
kick
got
it.
like 10,000 views in one video that I just half-assedly
Do
posted.
you know what joke I got reminded that I'm bringing back? For career
Sexy?
day in kindergarten, my mom was like, "You're going to be an artist," and she sent me to work with like a fake palette with like Sharpies of different colors on it, and a broom and a beret. And when I arrived, the teacher was like, "Tyler, do you want to be French when you grow up?" And I went, ashing cigarette. Oui.
That seems like a formative story.
And now I tell jokes. Did we make any money from this last quest? Because we did hand Bookworm a saddle, and then he
Well,
left.
but here's the thing: you guys could have gotten money, but instead
We chose alcohol.
You chose alcohol. as
I am
money.
fine with that.
What I was gonna spend it on.
I like it when Lou isn't shaking.
I'm also shaking,
Your
but
wife
with
doesn't.
rage. Wait, so please, as he gets more sober, he's not fun and dumb anymore. He's very intelligent and just
I
furious.
thought you were going to say he's really intelligent and full of cum.
Smart.
old, smart, and still full of cum.
Just other people's cum now.
Not have that right.
I thought that's what that meant originally.
Young, dumb, and full of cum?
Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be other people's cum.
Kellen.
I was
It could go either way.
I
As
assume
it's
your balls
seeping
were
out of
full
his
already.
ear. Kellen.
Like when the
Oh, no.
when Lady Deathstrike dies in X2 and like the adamantium's coming out of her eyes, but it's cum.
Oh God!
I am now 6 HP points away from starting boar class.
Oh yeah, when Brendan was asking in our other campaign, "Hey guys, which one do you want to do next?" and he mentioned like the one that has the werebear in it, and I said, "Becoming a werebear before Connor will give me sexual gratification." So let's.
I
do
respect.
I
Well,
can see it coming out of your eyes.
what level are we right now?
Free.
Werebear
You guys
level?
are level 4.
Oh,
Yeah, I have the luck skill now,
sexy.
which is fucking
Oh,
badass.
you're gonna abuse the shit out of that.
Well, you
I
get 3.
forgot
and
what I
I'm
can
okay
do.
with it.
You get 3 a
I
long
need
rest.
to learn again what I can do.
every week.
So Kellen,
Summary Goblin?
you can now turn into beasts that are challenge rating 1/2 or lower that cannot fly.
I mean, is a boar still my best bet, I feel like?
Boar's pretty good. Boar's up there. But just to give you perspective, are we recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because this is boring stuff. I don't want.
You should probably. We should probably just get it in. I can do
All
it if
right.
I want to.
So
I'm a poor man.
I am
Okay.
a boy with
you can turn into an ape. You can turn into.
An ape's just a guy.
animal shift into man, nature's most dangerous animal.
The most dangerous predator.
I transformed.
Can he be like a tiger?
I think that might be
Mountain lion?
challenge rating 2.
I feel like I'm gonna.
You can be a black bear.
What?
African American.
You can say it then.
I've only been a white one. Oh, but only in bear language.
Roar hard R.
Roar.
I said roar with an A, which is fine.
Dude, I have had this N-word joke around forever that it's like
Are you saying it's a joke about the N-word or a joke that black people tell?
a joke
You
about
could be
the
a crocodile.
N-word that I What?
Should be a crocodile.
What's the HP on a crocodile?
About 19.
I feel like that's like a salesman slapping a car. Like, what's the HP on this baby?
Yeah, horsepower.
Oh, you're not. You can't be a dire wolf yet, but you're getting there.
I want
Nice.
to. I'll tell you, you don't
If
have
I
to
don't-
look this up. I'm going to be a bore.
If I don't say this N-word joke, the people are just going to assume the worst. So here goes the
So you better get it through. Yeah.
I've been trying to shop it around to my black
Hey,
friends
Brendan.
because I can't say it, but it's like he's so confident he rolls the R at the end. But it doesn't work if you don't say it afterwards.
Tigger.
For example.
You just got to say it with the. You just got to do Tigger. Oh, or how Scooby would say it.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
It's just me.
It's so funny because like
Yeah.
whenever I introduce someone to the It's Just Crits, like my buddy who's a DM, I was saying like they always like look it up and they go like, okay, so I type it in and rape hands, huh?
Still our by
Rape
far.
hands, sex with a barnyard animal.
I think we have like 80 downloads from Spotify
All right, you
alone
can
on
be a
that
giant
episode.
Is a giant goat stronger than a giant boar? Because a goat would be great for me.
Sure,
Well,
amazing.
you have the chart. You're not as strong as a boar, but you will have a feature called Sure-Footed, in which you
I
will
didn't
get
bring the
advantage
saves, so I
on
felt
strength
so bad.
and dexterity saving throws that would knock you down.
There you go.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Yep.
Hey,
Let's
guess who texted me?
see.
Hey.
Leave that
For
those of you that are just tuning
I'm
in.
a cool guy.
Made a lady friend. If she asks,
By knowing about trains.
if she asks why didn't you respond, do not say I was in a D&D podcast.
when it all
No,
happened.
I'll say I was doing D&D.
You
Oh,
can
don't
turn
look at
into,
me like
you
that.
can
It was
turn
for
in-
a podcast.
You can turn into a giant seahorse.
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait.
Oh, and then
what?
I could finally be pregnant.
Wait, so he can
beat me
swim
by
now?
1 second.
Yes. So he cannot fly, but he can be things that breathe underwater.
Could I just be a me that breathes underwater?
No.
That'd
That's
be
a different
cool.
spell.
I would like to just change my face.
You can be a giant wasp.
How
not-
big
I
is
don't
this?
wanna be
Like
a
a murder
giant
wasp
wasp.
big?
Wow.
Beedrill shit? Like what are we
I
talking
would say
about?
probably as big as a vampire bat would be a giant wasp.
Wow, that's a
Oh, can I be a vampire bat?
Didn't we have those in
wait, wasps
2020?
can fly.
Wait. Oh no, I'm sorry. You can't be that yet.
Oh.
Strike that one from the record.
I just want to be a bat.
You meet
real
that.
bad.
You meet the challenge rating requirement on that one, but you do not.
but not the
meet
flying.
The flying.
the sexual thrill. You're a walking wasp.
This is, well, it's degrading. In fact.
Oh god, what if you're one of those fucked up ovipositor
Oh.
ones? You know the ones.
Why do you assume I know the ones? I know.
Yeah, I
the
don't
ones.
know the
Oh,
ones.
they're the ones that sting caterpillars and lay eggs inside of them. like alien?
Oh, daddy.
Sounds like my
I
ex-wife.
hope I don't look like a caterpillar.
I mean, they can do it to people too.
Summary Goblin, while we're getting more information.
Hello, children. I see your parents have given you a few more shiny coins for doing your chores, and you've come back to the market. Well, I'll remind you, you don't want just a toy from him or a piece of candy from him. You want to buy our book. And our book is about this. Last time we fought a scary demon guy and some other demon guys. And I'm saying we because I was there, but I'm not the same character as Kelly. Perry the Platypus.
That needed to happen.
So the boys fought a white, and then he got his shit wrecked, but he's still alive because he was undead. And then we found a ring from a dead guy, and we could have pawned it for beer money, but they decided they wanted to give it back and put the spirit to rest, and the Raven people really liked that. And then we also found from the original dead guy who was bad, not the good one, the bad one, they found a saddle that had gold on it, and we gave it to...
We keep giving our shit away.
And we gave it to Bookworm for beer, and then he didn't pay us.
And Tyler also got the Ring of Jump, which is makes him
yeah.
escape combat situations. So the next time you get surrounded by enemy, the Ring of Jump, do you know?
You're reminding me right now.
Okay.
That's why I was like, huh?
I think
The
I
Ring of
could-
Jump allows you to, while we run away, you get surrounded by enemies, shockwave, and then jump away.
So we're clear. Whenever I put it on, jump starts to play in the background. Obviously.
Absolutely,
So we're
110%.
so 100% in case.
Not jump around. We didn't get the rights to that one.
Oh, just to be clear though, I assume you're wearing it all the time though. So just,
So it's just a constant
quietly.
loop of
So occasionally we'll bounce, just not wanting to.
bum 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 bum.
I originally had it, by the way, but I gave it to you because I now have Misty Step, which means I can just disappear into fog.
Yeah, you can
Dude.
vamp like Nightcrawler.
I'm the only
Bro.
boy that is normal.
Yeah, bro.
I just
Misty
Yeah, you're
Step.
just a guy.
Misty Step has come so fucking clutch in my other character so many times. We were facing basically a Baba Yaga essentially, and
Oh my
it's
God.
the only reason my character's fucking alive right now. So yeah.
I mean, it's just the coolest.
Oh, 100%.
It's what I wish I could do. I hope when I walk away from places, occasionally I disappear into the mist.
We all remember how we felt when we saw the opening scene of X-Men 2. That shit was wild. That was probably one of the best opening movies. Yeah, because Nightcrawler's hot. But we get it. No, yeah. Alan Cumming, come here.
All right, are you guys ready?
Let's go.
So, when we last left off, you guys were walking and you saw a luxurious carriage being pulled by like 12 horses.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Bearing a very familiar silver and green
Oh, I
flag.
forgot about the cliffhanger. Oh my
Yes.
God. Summary Goblin, you failure.
You'd see a young red-haired, portly gentleman who looks a lot like the berries and cream lad,
Berries and cream.
walking, surrounded by well-armed mercenaries.
Oh yeah, what was the one thing we had to say? Oh yeah, do the little bitch dance. We had to say that just so we can make it into a t-shirt and it makes sense.
Continue.
He kind of walks up and you see him talking to Bookworm about something, and Bookworm like politely waves him in, and then as soon as the guy's gone, Bookworm's just like,
Oh, it's because he has money. Can we go talk to Bookworm?
"You can."
To Bookworm! I say, and then actually start walking towards him.
To the bookworm
And
depository.
he turns and goes like, "No. You are not allowed to talk to him."
I don't know. You seemed like you didn't like him, Bookworm.
I'll
so
have
I
you
agree
know,
with you.
that's his dad. I point to Kellen.
What?
You're his dad.
What?
He's your lineage.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we do.
Also, that's wrong.
What?
Bookworm kind of looks at you and goes, "Okay, that's not really how." Wait.
God, fill
I
me
did
in.
get lost in the Feywild for,
100
I mean, I don't
years,
know
right?
how long, but a
Wait,
bit.
You're a MacLear?
You are.
Well, I mean, that's my dead name, but but
now
yes.
call me Boar.
No, I mean, yes, I was of the McLear clan. I don't think any of them would have me now, but I was born there.
You're
Scruffy?
what? You and he, but you can't.
I'm seeing double
What?
over here.
Do you know who his father is? I figure that at this point Lou is like used to this weird shit. Like, do you know who his father is so I can figure out who he is to me?
Yes, his Seamus. Seamus
Seamus,
McLear.
my fattest brother.
Amazing.
Well, I always wondered how Seamus would do with a kid. It looks bad. Does he suck? You looked unhappy, and he does look like he would be he would do an ad for a candy.
Lou,
so.
I don't know how to tell you this, but Seamus died about 40 years ago.
Of old age, I assume.
Please.
Well, and he kind of makes sure that, you know, the lad who loves berries and cream can't get it. He goes, I think it rhymed with Smithless.
He had Piffalus? Fuck.
He fucked a Smith?
I told him. I told him that she had it. I told him. And he didn't. I knew it.
Wait, which one had it?
I'm saying I don't know which one. I told him one of them would. You know,
Yes,
I told him.
and Brendan,
I told him that was a bad.
Law of averages.
I told him it was not a good. There are good brothels in our hometown, but that wasn't one of them. I think. Wait for payday.
Bookworm's like, I'm afraid I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Fucks books,
We always
that's
used
why.
to joke with him that Seamus was spelled Shame us.
Oh, you gave your brother a complex.
What I like about
Sad that he's dead.
what I like about Please is Please going like, it's your dad, because Please would be like 100-year gap. Yeah, that's just one generational jump, right? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's not enough time.
Not gonna lie, didn't do the math on that one.
I'm figuring Seamus would have to be like my younger brother at this point, right?
So Bookworm kind of like walks up to you guys and like, listen. He's a petulant, spoiled little donkey's ass.
You want us to kick his ass for you?
No.
Oh.
Are we allowed to kick his ass for you?
You're no violence, no punchy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Comprende?
What?
Listen, the MacLears,
Can I tell him?
I
Dad
barely
was an
speak
idiot?
English. You think I speak Spanish?
The MacLears have donated thousands of books to Candlekeep. They are very important contributors. I am going to politely ask you not to piss him off.
Technically, all of the things that he owns, Lou has the rights
They
to.
are. They should be mine. So he pissed me off first.
Listen, he has a lot of very armed men. I wouldn't bring that up if I could help it.
That's fair.
They're my armed men.
Is the
Lou
resemblance
says
something we can
indignantly.
avoid, or is it going to be too? Is it going to be if they stand next to each other? Is it going to be like, wait,
Well, there is more than a passing resemblance. I'm afraid.
shit?
Do you have any genealogies here so we could prove it?
I think you can mention. Can
Well, yes, actually.
we? Nice.
And he kind of you see him cast a ascending spell, and as you wait,
So you
Sell me for a
moments,
beer
look at
while
it.
you're at it.
a few moments later,
Okay. No, stop it.
Garlith Greystock. That was your dwarf scribe, the kind of general grumpy one that you tried to hit on. He just kind of walks up and he doesn't even. He goes, "Here's your book on genealogies. Also, here's the book that Lord Farty Pants wants. I'm gonna go back, take a nap."
Ray Romano.
Do you have a book on diseases?
This is who's asking for the book. Please, this is the place that wants the book.
Okay.
They don't have it.
Then Garlic goes, well, this is literally too dumb for me to care about. I'm gonna go back to work.
You're not wrong. I say as I wave.
I gotta visit that guy's apothecary.
So yeah, you open the genealogy book. So yeah, you can follow. You trace like over 8 generations of MacLears, and then you see your father, your mother, you, Seamus, and then Seamus has a couple of ladies' names around him, and
S-H-A-M-E.
and beneath one, the only one to actually bear him a son, is the name.
Penis breath.
It's a family name.
Hold on.
The unfortunately named butt fart rape dick.
Never won't be funny.
No, that one fell off a horse when he was 2.
Oh, he never bred.
Why'd you say
The
it like
name
The
died with him.
circumstances around that were troubling at best.
Yeah, he fell off the horse because he tried to fuck it.
He fell off the back of the horse.
That was the implication.
The horse.
Yeah, so this is
That's why the
This,
horse doesn't like you, Kellen.
this little Lord Fauntleroy is named Kian. Kian MacLear.
Kellen McLear. You should call him Kellen. Dead name him.
Dead name the guy that's not actually me.
A couple of
My
jokes.
HR department at work keeps dead naming me, by the way, which is I'm not trans, but they keep calling me a girl. Anyway, yeah.
pretty
So
funny.
okay, well, I guess I better go talk to Seamus's kid.
It's probably what's gonna get me fired.
What? I guess we better go talk to this fucking.
Anything we should? I mean, obviously, we're not gonna mention like, hey, that's my money. But is it cool if we're just like, you? I mean, he disappeared for a while. He doesn't even like money. But y'all might be related. Should we not say
can't
that?
we just talk
I
to
am
him?
talking to Bookworm now.
I mean, here's the thing. You're in a place where violence is forbidden, so I mean, they probably won't.
So they won't suspect it.
Yeah, no. I mean, if he takes one look at Lou, he should be like,
Well, again, he's never actually met Lou.
yeah. We'll bring it up in conversation.
We've all seen
And then
doppelgangers.
if knives are drawn, we'll immediately be like, we don't want the money, dude. We have enough money.
Yeah, no. So I think please or not please.
If
Lou,
you kill him, do you get his money?
no, I already get the goddamn money.
Uh-oh.
So Lou is going to calmly but quickly, like he clearly pissed off, is going to follow.
As you advance towards him,
Mercenaries.
two mercenaries kind of do that thing where they make like an X with their axes, and they're like, back up.
In the name of Corin MacLear, you back up. You
are
know
you?
your lord's name.
And they kind of look at each other like, is this guy fucking serious? Like,
I'm Lou. All right,
MacLear.
and I know. Yes, Lou
McLear.
yes, please and thank you. Please and thank you.
Why is my name not
and
thank you?
and at that, Kian turns around and he goes, impersonating a MacLear is a very serious offense.
Yeah, so you're gonna get fined a lot, but I promise you won't feel it because your family already has way too much money. Anyway, your father Seamus was my brother.
Well, I find that very hard to believe.
You know,
I find you
magic
very
is-
hard to talk to.
You know magic exists, dude, right?
This is my friend, please. This is my friend, please. He won't punch you, but he likes to punch things.
I'm very
and
dumb.
This is my other friend,
And I
Project.
wave.
If you're a MacLear, why don't you prove it?
Here is a genealogy that I got just out of Candlekeep.
2 seconds ago.
Also, are you sleeping in your father's bedchamber now that he's dead? Did you take over that room?
What business is it of yours?
Okay, well, you know the candle on the left. You can turn you turn it, and then the fireplace opens.
His face just drains of all color.
Right.
You-
Yes, me and your father used to hide in there all the time when your grandfather was trying to get us to do chores.
And he looks at the mercenaries and he's like, he gives them the sign, and they kind of like stand at attention.
Can we have money? I'm kidding.
Anyway, I've come on some hard times. If I could just no, I'm just.
Well,
No.
if you're on hard times, perhaps you're a MacLear after all.
Jesus.
I'm here trying to get some money back in the family.
I wouldn't. The money always seemed to be our problem.
Well, we don't have any of it left. I barely have enough to maintain my 3 chalets.
I only had 2 chalets when I lived. Did you spend my inheritance on another chalet?
Well, when Daddy died, we didn't have enough. I'm trying to reopen the mine near the town.
You can't reopen the mine.
Well, I intend to.
You can't. Everyone died in that. That's why you don't have money, by the way, I bet, is because too many people died in the mine. And now there's no workers left.
Listen, if you really are MacLear, maybe we can help each other out.
He wants you to blow him.
Our
family was like that.
Well,
what do you need?
He snaps his fingers, and like a third mercenary kind of puts like a black leather book in his hand. This is a deep and creeping darkness. It is apparently first-hand accounts of people who survived the massacre. Or not massacre, who survived the tragedy at Vermilion.
The minocker, if you will.
If you can find some clues as to what happened, perhaps we can reopen it. There's still a very profitable platinum mine that I fully intend to take over. And he hands you the book.
I'll take the book and think about it.
I'll do it if you're nice to your horses.
He's not nice to his horses.
My horses are thoroughly fed, cleaned, and exercised regularly.
I shake his hand.
They're not people. Don't stop it!
As you shake his head, he immediately does that thing where he's like,
oh. I'm essentially a horse, dude. Be nice to me, too.
Please stop being nice to my snot-nosed nephew.
Smell like one.
Please!
and then he like looks angrily at the mercenaries, and they're all like,
"You good one, boss." You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, you didn't inherit your father's sense of humor, I suppose.
I have money.
Just
Do you
his
have plate
tastes.
armor? I want armor.
Anyway, sure. Let me look into this mine to see if you can give me some of my money.
Well, it's mine.
What's the split gonna be? I say, suddenly smart.
I don't know. We'll talk about it later, please.
That's a terrible idea.
I don't even know the split between the two of us.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going to split the mine.
Oh.
I thought. I don't know. We'll discuss. I don't even know if I'm going to help you with this mine thing yet. Okay, Kian?
We'll have it your way. I shall retire for the afternoon. And he kind of wanders off.
Yeah, you're definitely retired.
I picture him like jumping up with his like arms out, and the guards pick him up and like ballet carry him away.
Yeah, look at that. Jesus Christ pose. Neat. Let's go talk to Bookworm.
Zack Snyder pose.
God, I hate that guy. He's just like my fucking granddad, who ruined the mine enough so that when that fucking kid got the mine,
yeah, Lou, do you want to tell that story?
Tell the story. I sit cross-legged on the floor with my hands. I don't know how to describe this on a podcast.
Some of the adjutants are like carrying like armfuls of books, and they're like awkwardly stepping around.
You are a big boy.
In the middle of the hallway.
Mm-hmm. I don't move anyway.
Well, you know my family was noble before I got lost in the Feywild.
And I mean, they're still pretty fucking noble, dude.
Well, less so. They used to be actually
not assholes.
They used to have enough money that the second son of the family wouldn't have to go running off into the woods to try and seek his fortune and end up stuck in the Feywild and then end up going to hell with a robot and a horseman.
That's mean.
You know,
I thought we had fun.
Well, anyway, my grandfather just kept using the money to buy horses and chalets and overworking the mine and all that. But, well, anyway, once my father got the mine, he was going to try and shut it down and get us into some kind of honest business. I don't know. We would have had to sell the manor or something. I don't know. Maybe it was stupid. But anyway, if my father had gotten the mine, I don't know. Maybe things would have been different. But my father died first. And so Seamus, Kian's father, and I kind of do whatever a middle finger is. I'm going to assume it's the V sign.
All right.
I do a V sign at the back of Kian. His father got it and
Squandered.
Yeah. Squandered. Yes. Squandered.
What's unethical about the mine?
I mean, it's a mine. I mean, none of the workers die constantly. I mean, my grandfather was at least smart enough to keep them breeding faster than they were dying, but apparently they aren't even smart enough for that now. So now they just kill all their workers.
Really skimped on safety.
Neat.
So
anyway,
we're going to
open this back up is our plan?
No, we're not. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're not going to do it. My father was going to shut it down, and I want to shut it down, but I don't know what happened. Wait a minute. Why didn't my father take over the mine?
He died, I thought.
I said that, but that's not the backstory that I talked about with Brendan earlier.
You realize that Kian is still kind of close enough to you, and he goes, Your father wasted all of our money trying to find you.
Aww.
He hired mercenaries, adventurers, explorers,
Not a single
anyone
fairy.
who said that they could find you.
Why did he
died
pay him?
alone and penniless, and barely had anything to leave to my father.
Oh, he died alone? I wonder if his fucking nephew could have been there with him, or maybe helped him with some money. You're not going to make me feel bad,
He was
snot-nose.
old and gross.
Fair.
You're young and gross. Let me read the book. Fuck off.
He smelled like pee-pee.
You talk like pee-pee. God damn it. Let me read the... Oh, God. I hate this guy. I fucking hate this guy.
He's for real gone.
I'm
I
fairly
wanted to
certain
tell
it's-
him-
Please is just gonna Lenny this guy.
I might. We're gonna.
Lenny, he's a rabbit. Pet him.
We should. Yay!
Not Candlekeeper, no.
Run over towards him.
Get up,
Hey,
pet.
I've been able to hug people. I can hug them too hard. And
All right, look, we
could
can't do anything. We can't reopen that mine. I know that. But we could go into the mine and get some cool shit out of it, perhaps. I mean, there would be platinum there.
Oh, I like platinum.
So just putting this out there, you do have a book.
On what is up with the mine. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Well, the book said something about, like, creeping darkness or death, like that Metallica song, so maybe, possibly, there's info on diseases in it. Maybe there was a plague in the mine. Don't hit him with the book. You can hit other people with your book. Don't hit my shit-faced nephew. Isn't he my great nephew? Who is he?
Yeah, I think he'd be a great nephew.
Not so great.
Whatever. He's... Anyway, don't hit him with a book yet. Please.
Okay.
No, it's not too relevant, but Creeping Death is what they opened with when I saw them in 2009. But go on, sorry. No.
We could say we'll only help you with the mine if you open it with ethical practices.
That's called liberalism and it doesn't work. So let's read the book.
There's no ethical mining.
All right.
Read the book.
Lou,
Protech, you want to do a super scan? Or
Yes, I
should
do. Robo reading. Go.
Lou, Protech. You hold in your hands
Robot.
a book in black
Robot.
leather with a deep and creeping darkness embossed on the thin spine. It
Sexy.
shows minimal wear and tear other than a few pages. It's in pretty good shape. There are a few pages that are creased and maybe have some ink drops. You definitely get the idea that this was not written by a professional
Author.
like cartographer.
There we go.
So as you read through, it tells the tale of a mountain village whose residents went missing over the course of several months. It presents a series of vignettes allegedly collected from those who were there survivors, traveling merchants, in secondhand account of residents of nearby settlements. You can't really tell whether this is a fictional tale, folklore, or history. The content seems to be factual, but the language is extravagantly dramatic. Vermilion, you read, was established after settlers discovered a platinum mine a platinum vein in the mountainside. And when the MacLears took over, it was a booming business in both raw ore and refined metal. Due to the rough terrain and the harshness of the climate, the village never really got too big. It intermittently hosted a succession of traveling merchants who came to the village for a week or two, sold their stuff, and then left. The nearest civilized settlement was 3 days' ride on horseback down the mountainside, a place called Marin. The inhabitants named in the book are Mayor Lay Duvezin, there's a kind and talented dwarf smith named Tormund, and his wife Blennis. 70 years ago, an explosion rocked the platinum mine, collapsing the tunnels and burying workers under tons of rubble. 60 miners were underground that day. Over 30 of them died in the initial collapse. And the instability of the tunnels made rescue of the others slow and dangerous. The miners who survived the collapse were trapped for days or weeks before they were rescued, or perished in the deep alone and terrified.
Oh, fuck.
Of the original 60, 16 came out alive. 11 of them were never found.
Wait, I thought you said of the initial 60 came out alive.
16.
60 came out alive, right?
No,
16.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Oh, you piece of shit.
So, a baker's dozen.
In the wake of the catastrophe, another horror plagued the village as people began to disappear, starting with the survivors. Not all at once, however. One or two would vanish in a single night, and then a 10-day might pass before the next disappearance, and they continued terrifying the remaining miners. After all the survivors either disappeared or left town and never came back, other villagers began to vanish. The villagers tried to protect themselves by sleeping with weapons and taking shifts on watch, but nothing changed. Traveling in groups didn't help, since a companion might vanish while even briefly out of sight.
Fuck.
With no one willing to keep the mine open, because the MacLears pulled out, they decided it wasn't good business.
No, they didn't. They got that shithead kid out of it.
With one, Vermilion, they thought that Vermilion might be
Shame is
cursed. Merchants and other travelers stopped visiting the village. The end of the Patchwork story claims that the village is still there, though whether anyone inhabits it is a mystery. The volume's writer muses over the decline of the village, speculating about the fate of its inhabitants. They wonder whether it would be worth hiring adventurers to see if anything remains of the village, particularly the Platinum Ore. Sketched out on the back of the last page is a rough map of the village's location with directions to the closest mountain town called Marin.
So what I'm hearing is, let's go!
Okay. 2 suggestions before we do anything. 1, we go to the bar. Get hammered, put it all on that douchebag's tab. 2, we go up to him.
He did technically hire you.
2,
And I'll just tell him to put it on McClear's tab.
which one? And then 2, we go up to him and be like, hey, we're going to go clear out the mine one way or another because we're going to have to fight everything in there if we want the shit. You can reap the rewards of that in exchange for something plus our bar tab here forever.
I don't want him reaping the rewards of it necessarily.
If we're going to go there, we're going to clear it out.
My legacy can't be reopening the mine that my
No, we're not reopening. We're just going there.
If we go there, we're going to kill everything.
Ostensibly, when the mine is safe, no one's going to leave that platinum ore just sitting there. Someone's going to take it over, probably.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's keep a double cross in our back pocket, but we can tell him that's what we're doing.
But if we come back and be like, hey, it's open, what do we get? He'll be like, a middle finger, and then leave.
And we kill him.
I'm saying let's keep a double cross in our back pocket.
Okay, so try and figure out, rig it with dynamite?
Somehow, I don't know. It is my mine. Maybe we could find some kind of deed that proves that.
Can we talk to Bookworm about that?
Wait, actually, yes. Can we go ask Bookworm?
All right, you find Bookworm in his office.
And before we actually ask him anything, we say, come down to the bar. We need to talk.
We rap on his door and say that.
And then we start walking to the bar already.
You hear a...
Yay!
And he meets you shortly at the bar.
Yay!
Look, Bookworm, I know that you don't like this bar or the fact that I called you that or any of us, but...
I go and get around.
I have nothing against the bar, Lou. I have a problem with you making drunken asses out of my employees.
It's actually it's not just Lou. There's at the end it's like Lou. You gotta get you really gotta pronounce it right.
Oh, I apologize.
Oh, that's the one thing he actually...
there's some things that are hard to do with Dragonborn accent.
Thank you, Bookworm.
I apologize for them and myself. Anyway, look, I know you don't like us a whole lot, but I know you don't like Kean either. I mean, you can't. I can tell you he doesn't care about knowledge. That's not why he donated anything to you.
Well, he is a spoiled little shithead who is everything that's wrong with the nobility. But you didn't hear that from me. And he drinks his water that has a little bit of lime in it.
Well, you may as well have heard that from me. Anyway, I wouldn't ask you to break the law, but what if there were a way to make sure that Kean was never in charge of any money ever again without actually dispossessing him, technically?
Well, let me show you something I dug up. And he kind of
better
goes...
not be platinum, you son of a bitch.
And so he kind of goes through and he's like... I found this among some of Keenan's papers. According to this, his uncle, when he sold the mine off, he sold it to the mayor of town and then just washed his hands of the whole affair. So it's not technically in his position anymore.
Ooh. And if we were to say recover this mine, is there a chance that we could donate it to Candlekeep and then have it run ethically or something? I think you might be interested in that, Bookworm.
I suppose I could run it by the first reader, but
well, Bookworm, do you know anything about inheritance?
As the grandson, it's technically your property.
Exactly. So if I were to clear this mine out, you could vouch for the genealogy, correct?
Well, of course, it's a matter of public record.
And obviously, there's stuff for Candlekeep in it, if this all works out.
Yes, I would say there is.
Yay! Well, no, I mean, we would purposefully give you.
But you read the book, yes?
We read the book.
No, you know me. I want to fight stuff.
I understand that.
I read the book.
And I want to clear the black mark on my family's name of horrific exploitation and minor killing. Well, they did both.
I'm just warning you. Nobody who goes into that village ever comes back. So
You understand
nobody
that's
who goes
very
into-
awesome, right?
just be careful. Is all I'm saying.
You're making it cooler, dude.
That's nice of you, Bookworm.
I'm not trying to. I'm saying that you might die if you go in there.
Yay!
Okay.
Well, I mean, we did go to like hell
Can
a little bit.
can I do some hand puppets or something? I'm not getting through it.
Oh no! He'll kill those immediately. He will not realize it's a hand, and he'll think you're being attacked.
Bookworm is just staring at you because he cannot tell if you're fucking with him or not.
He's not.
Can I try to like spike his drink with alcohol?
We just got on his good side.
You guys.
We like
How
Bookworm
exactly
now.
would you do that?
What's that?
Okay, well, you make a deception.
That's what I'm aiming
You
for.
bitch.
What?
He literally just sits there and goes, "No, no, I won't."
Fair.
Can you blame a bot for trying? I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna get really drunk
Protect,
and then
you
set out in the
cannot
morning.
possibly have believed that would work.
I'm ashamed to say I did. It's fine. It's fine.
Well,
Bookworm,
you
look
should
behind
be.
you. Someone's drinking your drink behind
But seriously, Bookworm right behind you.
I'm not. And he kind of like slugs his water down. He goes, I'm going back to work.
Would it be funny if at that moment there actually is like a gigantic Tiamat behind him and I'm like, I fucking said it. He didn't. He should have looked.
Yeah,
So now the
right.
question is, do we get blackout drunk and go in the morning, or do we leave now?
Well, let's get back out drunk so we can put some money on Kian's tab.
Hell,
Oh, hell
yeah.
yeah.
All
We
right.
go up to the bartender and first, before we start spending our own money, be like, hey, you say stuff.
Yeah. Hey, you know that Kian fella that just came to town here?
Like,
Right. Well, I'm a McLear too, so I can use his tab, right?
And he also just hired us.
Oh, we are in his
do
employ.
you have a contract, lad?
Do we?
I don't have a contract. He's my goddamn nephew.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but if you're working for him, I need some proof.
Let's go get a
Wait, hold on.
contract then.
Is he in earshot, or did he leave?
Kian?
Yeah.
No, he's in his
He's-
private.
Damn it! I was gonna say if he's in the distance, like, hey, Kian, do we work for you?
Well,
yeah.
I guess
We could go
you-
get a contract.
Yeah.
Let's go get a
All right,
contract.
let's go get it.
All right.
Let's go see Kian.
To Kian.
Are you Kian now?
All right. So you knock on his room. He has a room at the end, and he kind of comes out like in like a nightgown,
Naked.
like a hairnet, you know. And he's
Huge dick.
like, yes. What do you want?
We're doing. I want to talk to him as little as possible. We're doing the thing. Give us a contract.
Excellent.
Well, now hold on, please. We're clearing the mine. That's all we're doing for you.
And then giving it to me.
Well, how would
Well,
we?
we couldn't give
You
something-
own it, dude.
So why would we have to give it to you? It's already yours. It would be an insult to you to say we were giving you the mine, wouldn't it?
Well, but you know, yeah,
That was really good.
I need a signed statement from you that it's my property after you clear it.
Isn't it already?
Isn't it already your property? Is the word of your own family not good
I'm
enough,
not
Kian, please?
an idiot, Luke. You technically were born before me, which makes you the recipient of it.
So what's stopping us from just going, clearing out the mine, and then taking control of it?
Well, because I won't give you oodles of money if you do it.
But we'll have
I'll get
mine.
oodles of money out of it and
Could
stop
we
saying
get a
oodles.
number?
What exactly do you know about running a mine?
What do you know about
Slave labor.
What do you know about running your mouth? I hate this guy. I don't know a lot about running a mine, but I don't know. I have what I learned when I was there as a boy.
Well,
which I'm sure is at least as much as you know.
So you know how you're trying not to get fucked right now by us?
Yeah.
We're trying to do the same thing. So how do we meet? Because if we say we're going to sign over the mine to you right now, and then we get in there and we find that his fucking whole inheritance is somehow tied to that fucking mine, or his whole everything is tied to the mine, or some fucking bullshit, we don't want to get screwed. Just like you don't want to get screwed now. So we need to come to some sort of a parlay here.
Well, how about I give you a 10% stake in the profits of the mine?
Okay.
Yes, that's fine. We will take 10% and you can have 90% of whatever platinum comes out of that mine.
Excellent. I'll have the contracts written up presently. And he kind of like
Excellent.
walks inside, and then he comes back with like 3 like very neat parchments that basically say like, I work for Lord Kian of House McLear.
Nice.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, Lord Kian, you should be careful. There are some dangerous animals that can get into Candlekeep. Well, not dangerous, but pests. And I cast Druidcraft. His room smells like a skunk. Like, as long as I can.
Oh! Oh, it's a horrible smell.
Nice. And then we leave.
And as I walk away with my companions out of earshot of Kian, who's now distracted.
You hear him yelling to his mercenaries, "Candles! Somebody bring me scented candles!"
This guy.
Anyway, the contract said the platinum in the mine. If there's anything else, that's ours.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to mean anything.
And we could just also give that 10% stake to Candlekeep.
Or I can still double cross him because I still own the mine.
If I was to hand them contracts there to Bookworm and be like, lawyer your way out of this one.
Do you want to?
Is it going to do anything?
Can I roll for lawyercraft? Is there a thing I would roll to
do an intelligence check?
Okay. I'm thinking I could do something where it's like the mine goes back to the McClear family, which I'm technically the head of. And that is a 6. Yes.
Callan, you're
plus,
in this
you
thing.
have plus intelligence.
This contract.
It's not going to be.
This contract looks airtight.
To you.
He gets the majority of the profit.
So, but, him personally?
Take a
try
peeky do at it? Yeah. 19.
Yeah, the only possible thing that you could do is prove that Kian is not a McLear.
Isn't that a weird wiggle room that would exist for any reason in particular?
I wonder if he's perhaps not a McLear because I could prove that my brother Seamus's dick fell off because of syphilis before Keaton was conceived.
There are a lot of dick records in your family.
Well, if there are any records, they'll be back at the family estate.
Now that
wait, but he
Protec has robo-read the contracts, correct? I would like to drop them off at Bookworm. Go get blackout drunk.
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least drop one off because I assume they're all the same, so we can still have one for proof of shit.
Yep.
Cool.
And then Bookworm just kind of quickly reads through it. He's like, "No, I'm sorry, it's airtight. As long as he is technically the current head of the McLear, he gets everything."
Right, but he's
and
not
if you
the
were to
current head of the
say,
McLear. Is it him or is it the McLears?
Well, but everyone thinks you died, Luke. You have to.
he did a thing.
Now he's doing it extra. I'm a bitch. Well, so what? I'd have to prove that I'm actually Lou McLear?
Well, I mean, do you have anything? A signet ring?
There is a way for you to prove that.
Family heirloom?
But so if he was to prove that he was Lou McNear, McLear, which he is.
But the rest of the world doesn't know that.
Yeah.
The rest of the world, he's just a smelly forest hobo.
I'm just asking, so if there was a way for him to prove it, then...
If you had definitive proof...
100% of profits would go to him.
Luke McNear, son of...
I went with Corin.
Corin McLear. Then he's got everything locked.
What kind of proof would that be?
Like a signet ring.
A signet ring, a birth certificate, just something that.
Don't they have that on record here?
But again, you can't.
It's just a name on a paper.
Everybody thinks that he died.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't come home 100 years ago.
There are a couple of loopholes out of this.
Well, what about
his father spent thousands of gold on mercenaries and private investigators and people to find him, and nobody could turn up anything.
Yeah, and I bet that was a very public affair.
So,
and if tits face McAss mouth douchebag boy, Bears and Cream Man was to die,
well, he doesn't have any heirs. But
that would just go to nobody.
You'd still be in.
What
the
if
same
I could prove I was a McLear but not Lou McLear?
And he was to die.
I mean,
you would have to be a previous generation McLear to outrank him.
But if he has no known heirs,
well,
and
anyway,
he dies, we'll figure it out later.
I feel like we're like Daredevil, but stupid. Like, that's our lawyering in this game.
I feel like I'd be really pulling it out of my ass if I was like, I have the signet ring that I brought with me into the Feywild. I don't think I would have had any of that.
Well, I mean, did your family maybe have a home in?
The estate, right?
In Vermilion. Maybe?
Well, we did have a family home there, so we'll see what's in the family home. Anyway, let's go get smashed and then go to a mine tomorrow.
And now we can put it on his tab.
Now,
I mean, this might all work out for us.
Real quick, I wanted to ask something.
Are you going to get drunk with us?
I can't, because robot. But,
you can, it's just harder.
No, right?
You can technically eat and drink, but you're immune to poison.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
so
he has to do the shocky drugs from the Surrogates movie with Bruce Willis.
Ooh, nice. I like that. Because I do have shocking grasp, so we'll see what that is.
Cast shocking grasp on yourself.
What I was going to do was, I have shape-shifting. Who could I turn into to fuck with Like,
Oh, what if he
disguise self. That's
To
what I'm saying.
himself.
What if you turned into his dad?
I was thinking I might turn into.
Because
his
I
dad.
could like help him do it and be like, "This is what Seamus looked like exactly."
This is my son.
And with his
I'm into
robot knows everything once it's told to him, the opposite of my memory. He could get that down.
I think that you guys getting blackout drunk and us just like getting like you picture that part of the movie where it's showing a montage of people doing shitty things while getting fucked up at a party.
All right.
I think
Turn into his dad. Turn into his
I
dad.
think
are
we-
you doing this?
Oh, fuck
no,
yeah,
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no. We back pocket this in case we need it to screw him out of money later. We don't do it on a goof.
Because if we do it now, he's gonna know that we can do it.
Unless we get away with it.
I think you should just turn into him and then make your voice all like, I'm
Yeah,
Keanu
while
here."
you're at the bar.
You tell me.
We can just make fun of him.
Make the entire bar laugh at how fucking shitty he is. And
Let's go get drunk.
The party gets so loud, he comes out, investigates, and just sees me roasting him.
I go up to the bartender, I hand him a contract, and I say, the rest of the night's drinks on this contract.
Aye, sir.
For not just us, everybody in the bar.
He starts filling mugs.
I go out the door and yell, free beer!
Suddenly, kids start like running.
Yeah!
Yeah, this is what my
Does
family.
bookworm come?
So
Now,
during
this is what I want my family to stand for. This generosity that we've done tonight is
This-
what I want to laugh at.
Your name has
can't
a
all
drunken
go on the
slur.
contract.
so Lou, Sprig Summerfoot, the halfling scribe that was hanging out with you.
The one
at
that's tits we saw?
yes.
Nice tits.
She goes,
I forgot about that.
Mr. Lou, I tried a new recipe. Would you like to try it?
Hell yeah. What is it?
These are cookies infused with fairy dragon. The breath.
Sneezes.
Oh my
Boof.
god, it makes me like really giggly. I can't.
Shit.
Laughing
The
gas?
pseudo dragon stuff.
I know
Yeah.
what you're
I
talking
can't-
about.
Yeah, no, we're all on the same page.
The pseudo-dragon
the
stuff.
Euphoria breath. That was it.
Ah.
Yeah. They're infused with fairy dragon Euphoria breath. I call them Euphorios.
Nice. I'm going to have half of one of these and see how it affects me.
You feel like
Ice.
tingly. You feel like your arms and legs are floating on fluffy clouds.
I see cookies and I ask for one.
You eat it.
Yay!
Same thing, man. You're feeling fine.
Now let's go get drunk.
Hey, wait. You guys ever think, what if our whole world is like a story that people tell each other when we're just characters in the story of life?
And you know how every once in a while it'll be broad daylight and we'll hear thunder?
And,
maybe that's the sound of
And
dice
next
rolling.
to you,
the dice that run our lives, bro.
Kellen, as you say that, next to you, there's the 67-year-old guy who's like deaf in one ear. He goes, "Dude, you just blew my mind. What if? Oh God, am I a side character?" Dude, and he grabs her arm. Do you ever wonder about that?
I don't.
Nah, bro, I think we're the main characters. I can't remember your name though, so you might be like, yeah.
Well,
I know you're 67 though.
I'm Oren. We partied. Remember? I made out with
Me?
no.
Oh,
I made out
maybe.
with Parmac. Remember?
That was awesome, dude.
God.
And I fist bump him.
Oh, yeah.
That's not side character shit.
She won't leave me alone.
Dude, you just
I haven't
like
thrown so much hip in 30 years.
Oh my god, Orange packing dong.
no, Oren, I
The
got
flesh
this.
is willing, but the joints are creaky and sore.
Like an
Oren,
old
all you
barn.
gotta do is next time she tries to like holler at you, you just turn the deaf one at her.
What,
You just turn your deaf ear toward her, and then be like, "I can't hear your pussy." 'cause,
Here.
I can't promise you I'll try that.
You know my
Summerfoot.
nephew's older than me.
Do you
hear
know
about
anything
that?
of the magics of Viagra? Spring
As
Summerfoot?
you guys are talking,
Blue Chew.
as you guys are talking, Parmac walks over and she kind of like does think she loops her arm and she's like, "Hey Oren, I lost something in the bathroom. I need you to help me find it." And as she's pulling you, she's like, "Oh God, no!"
That's a single person bathroom, you dick!
Orange's like, I should have casted ibuprofen.
Sweet.
Oh no, Oren, do the ear. He's gone, bro. Oh shit.
Can I try shocking grasp to get high?
You can.
Yeah. Roll for it.
Yeah.
I thank you for that idea. 17. I'm getting fucked
You are
up.
17
Tyler, do
stoned.
me a favor. Roll 1d8.
For damage?
Yep.
That's the rhombus looking bitch, right?
Okay. I'm setting a timer on
6.
You take 6 lightning damage.
Yes.
Does he get high?
No, he doesn't.
This is just a drunk guy hurting himself.
It's just really, really like sore now.
It's a 3 days ride to the next place, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're lost. I asked him to shocking grasp me as well to see if I can get some pacemaker going. I assume it would give me positive health.
The bartender like pulls like a blackjack and he goes, "Hey, no fighting in my bar."
It's not a fight.
Bro,
it's
we're not
good.
playing. We're doing.
I don't get no
No.
offensive magic.
Okay.
No, it's okay. No, Lou. And what? Who's? I'm Lou. Please, you gotta just prove that you're good to go. It's okay that he fights you. He punched the icebox, and then he'll know that you're in good shit.
The bartender has the blackjack.
No. This man serves us alcohol, and I know one thing: the man who serves you alcohol, you do not fuck with. And I put my arm around him.
He pours a mug of beer and he goes,
Yay!
boy.
I'm motivated by beer.
All right. Well, I just want to mention that I've been spiking my own drinks with fairy liquor, and that's why it's not. Don't worry, buddy. You haven't been overserving me. You remind me of my dad. What was your relationship with your father like? I just met my nephew, and he's older than me, so I'm feeling kind of strange about it. Did you have any brothers?
yeah.
That's cool. Now I'm going to tell you about my brothers. I don't care if I-
He pours you another mug of ale.
Right, I'm out of the fairy shit. So
Can
I
we
just
leave
gotta-
tip on this contract?
I'm gonna say yes.
100% tip.
yeah.
I say to the bartender.
Yeah, give some to your brothers and tell them not to raise assholes.
I think the last move we need to do before the night, I say, regardless of what time of night it is to figure out how to fill that flask back up before we leave.
Oh, I can just make some. Like, I gotta just find some plants on the way. You know?
Oh.
I probably don't need to do the voice for this, do I? No, I can. I have a little alchemy kit that I can make liquors out of.
We'll do that on the way.
And I have alchemy skills, right?
3 days worth.
Yep.
Of
And you know what? I'm gonna roll a deception check or roll a stealth check for me, real quick.
11? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you managed to sneak back into the invisible mansion and kind of restock your ingredients.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Dude, I was in there and 2 of the cats were making out.
The cats.
The 2 of the talking cats.
And,
that we
and like
talked about.
it snaps to real life, and the cats are doing the thing where they're laying next to each other, and like one cat's licking the other.
That's making
It
out.
was
They're
graphic.
socially-
I thought it was
They're
Oren and
socially
Parmac.
grooming each other, and Luke's just like,
Nice.
"That's fucking hot."
I was gonna do some soup, but I turned into a dog by mistake, and it felt rude, so I just left.
Racists! He yells back towards the cats.
Anyway, then Richard said it was weird to me. I don't know. He never lets me watch.
Richard is sitting on the bar drinking cream out of a bowl.
Well, White Russian, please.
I pet him.
Can I pet? Oh, we all pet him.
You all pet him.
He is a
and
very
he's loving
affectionate
it.
cat.
I mean, the way that drunk people
He's doing
pet a
that thing
cat
where
at a
like
house
you
party.
scratch the chin and like his eyes are closed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh.
go talk to Sprig Summerfoot briefly and be like, "Hey, let me get some more of those Ori things for later because I feel like we could use them to get somebody high later."
She gives you a little bag of them.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I'm a
Is it like, well, like a dime bag or an 8-ball or?
8-ball.
8 ball of Euphoria.
Roll for cocaine.
Name of the episode: 8 ball of Euphoria.
Nice. Sweet.
Well, anyway, let's get off to bed, and in the morning we can,
I agree.
I don't know, kill my brother or whatever.
I would like to stumble away singing old rugby songs.
You do that.
To bed.